Hello everybody and welcome back to Enter the Gungeon of Fail to Arms. In the previous episode we had a nice little paradox run, indeed, doing turbo mode, managed to get ourselves a win. That's what we unlocked Crisis Stone for actually. I remember saying at the end of the last episode, I don't remember what we unlocked Crisis Stone for. That would probably be it. I think I'm going to do a run as my custom character here. In fact, we have unlocked LAMEY now, haven't we? I don't even think we've played as LAMEY yet, so we'll do LAMEY. Let's buy ourselves the Morning Star and the Evolver as well, and I'm debating whether to keep turbo mode on or not. I think we will. We ought to get used to it again. We're going to be playing as LAMEY here. LAMEY starts with the Derringer, her LAMEY pistol, which is one of the guns that's already in the game, and the hip holster. Pretty decently powerful character. Very fun nonetheless though, so we're going to be playing as little old LAMEY here and get into a run. I don't think we have any specific challenges to do apart from we're trying to kill some enemies for our challenges, for our Frightful challenge, but other than that, I don't think there's really too much for us to actually gun for and go for. I think we're just kind of playing as we go sort of thing and seeing if we can get stuff done along the way. We've not got too many unlocks left, really. I think we've got, like, the Lammet Configurum one, the Gun Muncher one, and maybe one or two others, but I don't think we've got many others than that. So again, playing with the newest version of Expand the Gungeon, a few new things involved, a few new rooms, things like that, so we'll hopefully see a few of those about, a few of those pop up throughout the run. Maybe we'll see some more raccoons, turkeys, maybe a glitched elevator again, that'd be pretty wild. But yeah, there's quite a few stuff. There's also a lot of bug fixes and things. Here's one of my rooms. This one's a great one. This is one of my favourite rooms, this. So the idea is, you've got to make your way all the way around this maze. All the way around this maze here. Come all the way this way. All the way this way. And then kill the Bulletkin. And you've got to make your way all the way back. And you've got to kill all the new Bulletkin. But there's barrels everywhere. And there's grenades and all this sort of stuff. To sort of make it harder. I really like the idea of this room. I sort of... Like, when I thought the concept of it, I was like, I hope this works. I hope this works. And it worked really well. Apache made the decision to put a few pits and a few doors in to make it a little harder for you to sort of make it out as easy. And that's actually a really good idea. That worked fantastically. But yeah, I love that room. It's a little bit of a longer room, but you don't get that many of those in the first floor anyway, so I don't mind getting one or two of those every now and again. Okay, take care of that guy. Got an extra heart there as well. Just keep refilling our health as soon as we lose it here. As you can see, the LAMEY gun's are actually pretty damn good here. It does a decent amount of damage. It's like probably on par with the Marine sidearm, maybe a little bit stronger if anything. And I quite like using it. I think it's pretty good. We've got Crystal Ball and we've got Longshot here. Longshot's going to increase our range. Crystal Ball, like I never remember how Crystal Ball works. In fact, I believe it's part of Retrash's pack, so we should actually go and have a look. Just so we know what we're dealing with here. Because we might want to buy if it's something that's going to be rather interesting to us. Let's have a look. Retrash's custom item collection. Let's have a look, see. So, Crystal Ball. Crystal Ball. On use, reveals secret rooms on your map, recharged at the start of every floor. Okay, so with that, we could find all of the secret rooms for the rest of the run, which could be quite useful. So I will see if we get a key. That's kind of our driving force of whether we can do this or not, and obviously if we get enough money to buy it. But it does seem like a good idea. It's playing on the idea of the crystal ball from the Binding of Isaac that reveals the entire floor. Obviously, that would be a little powerful as an active item in a game such as this, but revealing just the secret room is also very, very useful. I'm still happy to have that. Okay, this guy gone. Give me a piece of armor. More health, honestly, I'm not too bothered by that, but yeah, would have much rather have armor. Can't complain though. Free health is free health. Not seeing too many more new rooms here. We're going to be seeing probably on average of like 1, maybe 2 every run now, because there's about 25, 24 that we've added so far. We're aiming for 25, and then we'll be adding more to the oubliette. Haven't started on that yet. The Christmas period's kind of slowed that down a little bit, but we'll be working on that more as time goes on and adding more new rooms into that, and hopefully building up something to the point where you guys can start downloading the mod and playing with it on PC for your very selves, for your very own. It's going to be pretty cool. And I think we're sort of the Expand the Gungeon mod in itself. We do want to open that though. That we may not be going to the oubliette here. The Expand the Gungeon mod itself is expanding. We've been sort of originally just thinking it'd be the custom glitched elevator floor, the the custom floor that Apache made, and then the custom rooms that I've been making, he's been adding into the game. And then we've sort of decided we're going to start building patches into it that Apache's been working on, sort of fixing some problems with the game. Then he's added some new modifiers to challenge mode, which are really cool. Which I'll have to show off in a stream or something. I don't want to do it on this character because I'll die, and I don't want any more deaths. But on another character, I'll probably do a stream at some point where I show off some of the custom modifiers he's added, things like that. And he's made some fixes to some current modifiers in the game as well. And then on top of that, we're going to be maybe adding some new items into the game. One item that's been sort of worked on right now by Apache is really cool. Basically, the death blows that exist in the game. If you don't know what they are, they're the hammers within the forge. They're called death blows. He's made a friendly version of that, like a Daddy Longlegs sort of item from the Binding of Isaac. Basically, it just flattens enemies periodically. It just shoots enemies for you, which I think is a really, really... Oh my god, the lag just got me hit. The lag just got me hit. I really, really hope that fixes soon. I'll be getting a new PC soon, hopefully, so I really hope that sorts this out, because it's such an annoyance when you're on a boss fight. Easy dodges, the input... You click your input right at the time that you get a frame drop, and the input doesn't get detected, and you don't dodge roll. Because that's what just happened there. I went to dodge roll, the input lag happened, and so the dodge roll didn't actually occur. Turbo mode is definitely to blame as well. I'm not that used to turbo mode yet, so I did lose the flawless, but... it's still very annoying. Getting no keys here is a real bummer. A real bummer. Because this basically means that now, sadly, we can't get Crystal Ball. We're going to have to open this. And we got the Laser Lotus, which is alright. This looks like a secret room. It is indeed. Hey, it's a tiny secret room. So these are a new type of secret room that Apache's been working on. Very, very small secret rooms that just have like junk and maybe a piece of armor in them. One thing's always junk, the second thing is random. But there we go, we found our first one. That's kind of cool. That's kind of cool. But we might be able to get Crystal Ball here, you know. Let's have a look, see. How much is it? 45. Yeah, let's buy Crystal Ball. I just want to use it once here and check if there's any other secret rooms. No, that was the only one. So going to the next floor, it should just recharge at the start of this next floor. And the good thing is as well, all it really requires us to use is one blank in order to get the effectiveness out of it. And even then, because we'll know the contents of the secret rooms, I do believe it'll reveal the contents as well. We don't actually need to open it every time. That one we do want to open because it has got 2 chests in it. Obviously, it really does depend here on whether we get the keys to open these chests, so whether it's even worth it. But we did just get an extra blank there, so... And we've also got an Evil Muncher, which is an incredibly rare occurrence. The best thing about this, though, is there's a chance that we could find the, what's it called? The High Dragon Fire. I believe it can only be found on 2nd and 3rd floor, so we've got a low chance. I need to get that. There you go, got him. Got him. Using the hammer here, it's pretty damn good at taking out some of these bigger enemies. One magazine normally does it. And then we have the boss here. I'll use my Laser Lotus for this. It's not the proper boss, it's the mini boss, but Laser Lotus should do a pretty good job against this thing. I believe it got buffed in the Farewell to Arms. I can't remember if it was the Laser Lotus. Either way, even before the buff, it was very, very powerful, so 30 bullets takes him out, no problem whatsoever. Open that up, got the T-shirt cannon, which I'm not too happy about. But either way, that enables us to get an item from the boss rather than just a gun. So I'm happy that I picked it up either way. And we might be able to gun munch it at some point if we would like to. In fact, I may even open up the evil gun muncher room so that we can throw it in there. We might not get anything out of it because you do need to put a certain amount in there. But there's a chance we get something. I can't remember if we've done the evil gun muncher achievement. I'm pretty sure we have. I'm pretty sure we've seen the gunslinger on this save file, so... Gunslinger's ashes, should I say. So I'm fairly sure we have, but I just can't remember the episode we did it on. Then again, we're getting high in the numbers of episodes here, so it probably was a while back now. Okay, Spider, we're going to have to wait for him to repop up. There he is. He should be dead in 1 magazine here. There you go. A lot of the time, we're not even needing the actual hammer at the end of the magazine to do much of the damage. A lot of the time the hammers are the driving force of the damage of this weapon, but we're not really needing it that much. We're actually getting on alright without it and doing a decent job as is, which is rather nice. Obviously, LAMEY helping out. I believe LAMEY also has an increase in fire rate and an increase in spread as well. So she's a bit less accurate, but she fires a lot faster. And I think we can see that in the hammer here. We're seeing that the shots are definitely spread apart a bit further, but you can quite easily see that we are firing faster. The hammer is fast firing. It's a fast firing weapon, but it's not normally this fast. And actually, we got a really nice challenge here. I love these. In challenge mode, it's probably one of my favorite ones because it literally, unless you die, cannot be failed. The only problem with it is... Oh, cool, yeah. Okay, so we're seeing one of the modifiers from Apache's there. He made it so that Blobulon Rancher doesn't just spawn normal blobs. It can spawn poison ones too, which I really like the fact that he did that. Makes it a little bit added challenge. And we got given the boombox, which apparently the crystal ball gives us an extra active item slot, or maybe LAMEY just has one by default. The boombox is very good. It lets us change the music of the current floor, which I like. But the bigger thing is it stuns enemies as we enter rooms, which is very, very valuable. We do have 2 keys here, so I'll be taking both of those. We'll open up this here. We've got the rad gun, which I do quite like. Then over here, we've got 2 of these chests. I'd rather open these 2. Oh, they're free. Okay. We will, of course, take some damage from the spikes here. Okay, we took 1 heart of damage. It's not the end of the world. I think we even have a heart available, don't we? Yeah, there you go. So we just got the gamma ray, and what else did we get? What was the other thing I just got there? Oh, we got the utility belt, which is going to be another active item slot, which is rather nice, and slightly higher ammo on all of our guns, which I am very happy about. But yeah, getting that for free. Love it. And the ration. So now we've got 3 beautiful items here. 3 beautiful items. Right, so let's just get this to 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. We'll get that to 6 and go into the boss here and wail on him with the 6 shot of that. Then we'll switch over to this once we've used the 6 shots, because we are going to have to stagger them a little bit so that we get the full damage potential. Just pull her up here a bit. Otherwise, you end up losing a bit of damage on them. If you don't stagger them, it hits DPS cap a little too fast. But as you can see, that was pretty damn effective. Same with this gun, actually. It's probably better for us to stagger our shots slightly and not actually fire as fast as possible. A lot of people don't realize how effective it is in terms of ammo efficiency to not just fire as fast as you possibly can. Sometimes it does feel better to just burn ammo, especially guns with like the Vulcan cannon. But ooh, that Q bullets there. I love Q bullets. I think it is Q bullets. Yeah, but sometimes it's just not as effective. Let's have a look. See, was that Q bullets? Yeah, well, so Q bullets, we've seen this before. Basically, when we kill an enemy, its body will be thrown at other enemies and deal damage, much like you would with Casey. Very much like it. I think it's a really cool item and just adds a little bit extra onto everything for us in terms of killing power, and it just looks funny when we're blasting enemies around the room, pinging them off each other, dealing extra damage. And this is going to be the second run in a row where we don't go into any of the secret floors, which is a real shame, but let's reveal our secret rooms. Okay, so we've got 1 secret room with a key. Nothing too impressive, but it's probably worth a blank. And I am going to use this as we go through. I'll see, yep, I'll use the boombox right away here. As you can see, all enemies are going to be stunned as we enter a room. We actually got the music from the home screen, from the start menu. That's kind of cool. Enter the Gungeon, enter the Gungeon. It's when you finish a run and when you're in the like home screen. But the brief amount of stun that you get at the start of a room, in my opinion, in my personal opinion, it's quite overpowered. I think it's quite insane how much you can really do with a high damage weapon and a few seconds of stun. But it's still very fun to have. Love this gun. Nice, got another one there. We get an extra key here. Means we can just open up all our chests. But yeah, ration's basically going to be used to save us later on. If you didn't know, if you have ration in your current active item slot, like I have, say I had it like this, if I died, it would actually consume ration and give me and bring me back to 2 HP rather than killing me. Because ration normally, if you use it as a normal active item, restores 2 hearts, but you can actually use it as a like fail-safe death mechanic, which is kind of cool. Not a lot of people know that about the ration. It's probably more common knowledge on my channel because I probably mentioned it quite a few times before, but it's not that common of knowledge, especially the fact that you have to have it in your current active item slot. You can't just be holding it. You have to have it in your active item slot. I have made that mistake before, and it has got me killed. Quite a while since that's happened, but it has happened. And the directional pad's quite nice here. I don't know why I'm checking secret rooms. I know where they all are. I might as well use the directional pad here for a bit, just because we're going to get a free chest at the end. And I've mentioned this before. I really don't know if it's a guarantee or if there's anything built into the code, but it often does seem that you get a good chest whenever you use this. I'll fill up that gun. It often does seem that you do get a good chest when you use this. Like, I've had many black chests and or red chests out of this. I mean, and then again, I have had a few, not loads, but a few brown chests. But yeah, it does seem to quite often give you a higher quality chest, which I'm happy about. And also, the chest that we get doesn't require a key, so that's also a bonus. I'm going to change the music up here. Black Powder Stomp. But yeah, just look at the absolute power of that enemy not even getting a chance to hit us once. We have Muscle Relaxant here. It's a little bit pricey right now, but I do kind of want it. I'm going to throw the Derringer in there because I don't want it, along with the T-shirt cannon because that's not very useful for us right now. And just, again, trying to get that achievement. I think it's like 15 guns munched together, and we haven't done that yet. And there you go. Casey is here. Double the knockback. Q-Bullet Casey. Right. So, I will use the directional pad for the boss. Actually, no, I won't. I was going to, but I won't. There you go. Just trying to slow down the amount we fire here. And get the Laser Lotus out. Laser Lotus you can fire a little bit faster because it doesn't quite as much damage per bullet. But you still don't want to fire it at full speed because otherwise it will definitely hit DPS cap. Okay, fairly easy boss here. We should hopefully get our Flawless. I can't guarantee it though. These enemies are a pain. These little bells he fires. There we go. We got it. I do not like being at the top here. I do not like my positioning at all, but we got him. Do not worry. My Fly is probably one of the easier bosses on this floor, in my opinion. So, didn't have too much problem with him. And we actually got Rubidan Mach 2, which I haven't had in a while here. So, I'll probably use this for the remainder. Well, remainder is ammo until we run out. And make sure we've got our crystal ball ready for next floor. And use that pretty much straight away and see if we get anything exciting. But so far, this run is actually going really well. We've got some really good stuff. LAMEY is a pretty powerful character in her nature anyways. So, we don't have to worry too much. She's just going to be a more powerful character either way. Where the hell? Okay, we got a really baby secret room with a piece of junk and a key in it. Another one of... I keep wanting to call him Abe, and I don't know why. Another one of Apache's. I think it's just because Apache Abe sort of thing. I keep wanting to do it. It's stupid. But yeah, this thing, bounty shots, lovely. Do you know what would be amazing? What would be absolutely amazing? If we could manage to get the Rubidan prototype, the Mark 1, and then get the Rubidan's monster, because that is actually an item you need for 100%. So I would love to see that. Unlikely. Very unlikely. In fact, the easiest way to do it now is rainbow runs. But we're going to have to maybe farm that later on. Or I'll probably do it on a stream or something. Do it like off, or even off camera. It really depends what you guys would rather see. But that's something we're going to have to do at some point, because we do need Rubidan's monster for 100% eventually. There's still quite a ways off 100% though. We've got quite a lot of things to see, things to do. Oh shit. But we'll get there. We'll get there, don't worry. Slow and steady wins the race. Slow and steady wins the race. I don't think we'll end up doing it in as low a time as we did last time, because one, we've got more items to unlock with the Farewell to Arms update, and like things to do. But two, I just got really lucky with my unlocks and stuff last time. I did it in 98 episodes last time. I would presume it'll be a little bit more than that this time round. A little bit more than that. Right. Look at that. Just I can make my way through like most of the room before anything of that nature becomes a problem. With all the stun that's available to me. Stunning power. I might as well go and blank the shrine now. I've got an additional blank here. Rather nice to have. Get you. Get you as well. Get you as well. You guys as well, you may notice that today there'll be an extra... That's definitely a mimic. there'll be an extra Undermine video. I'm going to be uploading Undermine videos every single day alongside all of my normal content, simply because I recorded a shit ton of Undermine because I was just enjoying playing it. I just got in the recording mood and did like a full day of recording it, and then actually it got announced that the new update is coming out on the 17th, which means that I have too big of a backlog, meaning I'm going to have to upload a lot more in order to catch up for you guys. So there's going to be a lot more Undermine content. So for those of you that have been enjoying it, getting more. For those of you that don't like Undermine, you're just going to be seeing a lot more Undermine on my channel. But if you haven't been watching the series thus far, if you're just here for Gungeon, I know a few of you are, I would highly recommend giving it a go. It's a very, very fun game. And it's one of my more favoured series right now. I've been really, really enjoying recording it. And I think, like... I talked about this before, but I think sometimes you can tell when a video is entertaining, and with that game, I feel like that with a lot of the videos I make on that game. I feel like a lot of the videos are pretty decent quality and usually pretty enjoyable, or at least I hope they are. In the moment, I feel like they are, so you'd think. But yeah, so I'd definitely give it a go if you haven't tried out that series yet. And it's a game that's definitely on the up and up. Like, it's got a new update coming the 17th, as I mentioned, and it's gonna have quite a lot more content, like a whole new floor, new bosses, new enemies, all that sort of good stuff. It's got quite a decent amount of items in it. I think the only thing the game, because it is an alpha right now, the thing the game really needs is just more items overall. When they manage to get a few more items in the game, like get the numbers up more close to Enter the Gungeon and Isaac, I think right now there's a total amount in terms of just relics, which are items in the game, which is a lot more things other than relics, so it's not quite the same. But in terms of just relics, there's only like 80, which is quite low for a roguelike. I think if you can get up to about 150, the game will sit in a much better place. Give me that idle boy. Hey. We have... Machine Pistol might be worth getting. We probably have the synergy enabler for that. I'll try it. No, we don't. Sad. But I don't really want anything else from there. It's a decent weapon to have either way. And we'll go back in with a Laser Lotus. We can probably do this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 9, 10, 11, 12. There you go, we got it. Gotta be a little careful here. I probably want to use my blanks a little more. Just because I always fuck this boss up by getting too cocky and thinking I don't need to use blanks. And it screws me over. Like that, I should definitely use a blank there. And it even caught that last wave as well, which is nice. It's because these shots he spreads out, they're like the lines of 3. They come out of his body, he shoots them, and then they spread out. And sometimes that can like sort of make you a bit claustrophobic. The music has stopped. I don't know what this does. I don't want it though. I'm happy with what I had. Boombox me. Baby secret room. Oh god, there's a little bit of a graphical glitch with that baby secret room. That's something that might have to be looked at. I don't know if that's something that can be fixed. That was a rather big floor though, wasn't it? Right, so now we will be heading down. I completely forgot to use the directional pad, so we'll be using that on this floor. I guarantee someone out there was annoyed at that, and I completely forgot I was using it. But so far, this has been quite a quick run. This one and the previous run been quite speedy runs, they really have. But we've been getting good stuff, though. Like, it's been... I mean, the character we're playing definitely adds to the speed, and obviously Turbo Mode adds to it too. But we've just been getting good stuff in general, and it's just been working out for us, so can't complain. I don't think anyone can complain. Cat, can you please stop? There's our free chest. Unfortunately, it was a syringe, which is a bit naff. It's a bit terrible. Not really what you want. Excuse me? Excuse me? Let me get that cat. Let's go with the gamma ray for a bit, I guess. We've got some poisony things right now. How are you not dead, spider? I fired a laser of radiation at your ass. Give me that. I don't know what's in here, but we've got 5 keys. Oh my god, it's the most terrible shrine ever. Oh my god, the spread. Nah, it can't be done. The spread's too high. Let's use the hammer for a bit. The spread on that was insanity. We need to get really close to enemies to make sure we're hitting all of our shots here. Sort of barrel stuffing, so to say. Get our barrel right in their face holes. These enemies aren't particularly good for us. Let's just do this, something that doesn't have spread. Okay, this guy can go back to the hammer. Hey, excuse me. Rather naughty shot there. You need to go right now. I hate those things. They blend in way too well. There you go, got him. Way, way, way too well. I love the way that some rooms in this, like on the minimap, look like skulls, sort of thing. Cool. Thematic. Hut, hut. No hand. Don't think so. Back away from me. And then that's an easy way of doing that. While you're stunned, push it into a pit. And the octopus never got time to duplicate or multiply or whatever he does. Right. Get our first chest here. We got the horn again. Set things on green fire. Ignite them with green fire. I quite like that. Got another gun muncher there. In fact, I probably will gun munch, actually. We have a few things I'm not really using here, so I'm going to gun munch the gamma ray because it's just not that good. And I'll also do the plague pistol too. Again, not that good. 2 poison things. Do they give me another poison thing? I don't think there's many recipes in this thing. I know that it does have some. Lowercase r. Really? No synergies either. I know that it does have some recipes. Like, you can actually put certain things in to get certain things out, but there's not that many at all. Like, they're pretty sparse. Alright, we're out of ammo on that. The green fire is going to be pretty helpful. We'll probably use Casey a little bit here, just because we have infinite ammo on this bad boy. But yeah, don't want to rely on too much. Our ammo situation is a little tight right now. A little bit tight. Wow, that worked pretty well, actually. That worked pretty well. What? Sometimes this thing misses and it's just baffling. How dare you miss under such situations? Oh, whoopsie. Went the wrong way there. So I don't know why I did that. I took out the weakest enemy first, but Casey / Q-Bullets, one of the two did that and knocked them into each other. Dealt a lot of damage there. And that guy didn't even manage to deform himself. He didn't manage to turn into the little fire version. He just instantly died. We hit him that hard. Don't really know why that occurred, but can't complain. Oh my god, death blow got me. But the bullet idle dealt decent damage there, and I accidentally just hit that guy. Shot back into him. Death away. Oh, death's on fire. Not quite sure that works, but death is on fire. Got your death. Good, good. And then this one into that one. Hey, you missed. And... oh, that didn't do anything. Good, good, good. Getting rid of the annoying enemies. And you too. Oh, we're getting rid of all the right enemies right now. All the right enemies. And another key. My god, game. And ammo too. Yes, I'm going to take that for that. Still going to use Casey though. We might as well. I didn't even know you could stun those blocks. There you go. Look, it did it again. It just insta-killed him. It's not meant to be able to do that. And we got the hegemony carbine. Rifle, sorry. Not great in its current form. If we can find the shop and get an item that gives it a synergy, it's going to be a very, very good room clearer for us. How did that not kill that guy? Oh, it did. The fire got him. But the few synergies you can get, like Diazepam, we actually had the chance to buy Diazepam and I didn't, so... probably my fault there. That gives it like a 40 or 50% damage increase. Makes it a very, very good weapon. It's why it's such a good weapon when you've got it as the gunslinger. Because the two synergies, one of them turns it into that laser beam rifle thingy. That gives it like faster fire rate and stuff. And then the other one's the one that gives it 50% more damage. Very, very good. Right. What you got for us? So you got alpha bullets. Is there anything that's going to be reliably benefiting from alpha bullets? Not particularly. I think hot lead's probably a better shout. I mean, we can't afford that for one. So we'll take hot lead. We actually have a synergy with hot lead. I'm not sure what that is. Hot ones, I think that just means we get more reliable fire shots, which I cannot complain about. And I would love to get the siren, but we cannot afford it. So let's go to our boss. Boss killer, yet again, is going to be the same combo as it has always been. We're going to go for this, mixed with this. Whoopsie. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 is always enough in my opinion. You can go higher and get a bit more damage, but in my opinion, 7 is relatively easy to get every time, and it doesn't take forever to do it, like making tons of mistakes. And you get a pretty good amount of damage from it, so in my opinion, it's one of the most reliable and easiest ones to do. Sky is on fire now as well. Green fire can affect this guy, unlike all the other fires in the game. We will be doing this to take out them guys. Makes that much easier for us. But yeah, the green fire is actually doing good damage to him too, which is nice. Got to be careful of the poison I've just lined the wall with. I really hate being on this side of that explosion there, but nothing we could much do about that. I did forget to use the crystal ball at the start of this floor as well, so I will be making sure to use that as soon as we get out of this room and make sure we find our secret rooms. It is literally a complete waste to not, because we get it free charge from the start of every floor. Start off every single floor. Okay, stand here. Easiest place to stand, just next to the door. Always works for me. Always works for me, and this is doing good damage. And as you can see, been very ammo efficient thus far. We've only had to refill it like once, and it's killed basically every boss so far. This we might have to dive through. Yeah, we did. Okay, and this should get him. 1. There you go. I was going to say 1, 2, 3, and it was going to get him, but no. Just 1. Just 1. The fire might damage his heart. I actually can't say for sure. Oh no, it's been put out, actually. I think he enters an invulnerability state in this, and so can't be affected by status effects. To be honest, he can't be affected by status effects normally anyways. So I don't really know how that happened in the first place. We're going to go with a hammer because it's super fast firing. And he really likes things that are fast firing. That's actually doing a lot better. Whoopsie. You're back on fire, boy. The green fire is supposed to last forever. So it must be midway through this phase that it just... Yeah, there you go. It like checks if he's got any status effects impairing him and just clears them. I'm not exactly sure if that's right, but seems like the most likely case. This should kill him here. There you go. Waste a little bit more ammo than I'd want to on that weapon there, just because I kind of need some boss killer for the Lich, so we really need to refill this thing up. But we can now use this crystal ball and check for any cool secret rooms. We do have one, which is going to be glass stones and a chest, yeah. Alien engine. Not particularly what I wanted. Not particularly what I wanted at all, but we can do this. Aw, you had to be in the way, didn't you? Whip, whip, whip. And down to bullet hell we go. So bullet hell shouldn't be too hard for us in terms of actually dealing with enemies. The main issue this time around comes from ammo. Ammo used to be like the big driving force between the difficulty of bullet hell and normal floors when the game was pre-Advanced Dungeons and Dragons. I remember that like one of the things that really was quite difficult was actually just making sure you had enough stuff ready and enough ammo. How are you surviving that? My god. Enough ammo and stuff ready to get to bullet hell. It was really your only goal. And I think Northern Lion mentioned this in his series when he was playing the game a lot originally, before AG&D was playing it on the first update. The problem with the game was that the loot tables and like how much ammo you got on weapons and all this sort of stuff, it meant that every single run, all you were doing was building up enough stuff to get through bullet hell and using your pistol for like the first 3 floors so you had enough ammo. And it made the game have very little variety and be quite boring, because you'd get all these cool guns and you basically couldn't use them. Oh my god, that was bad. You basically couldn't use them for a lot of your run. And that was obviously a big problem. Oh, the frame drop. Ah. That almost killed me there. Not quite, but almost. Thank God this room is neutered by the... Oh my god. By the boombox. Made that room a lot easier. I'm going to use this here. Where's our secret room? Okay, so this can give us a bit of a sense of direction in terms of where we should be going, but it's not that useful, really. I am going to switch over to not that. That is not a good weapon to switch over to. I'm going to switch over to this. I think this will do a pretty good job of taking out most of the enemies in bullet hell. its damage is pretty high, to be honest. And it did even get a buff in Farewell to Arms as well, I believe. So it's even better than it has been previously. So we are probably going to have to fill up the Laser Lotus here, just to give us enough ammo to get through the fight. Wow, that guy's fast. To give us enough ammo to get through the fight. I do not think we'll have enough to get through the Lich without taking the ammo for that there, so definitely the better choice. We did have other things that were probably a bit lower, and we might even have a gun that's like empty, but they're not as important as our Laser Lotus. We got it on floor 1, and it's basically defined our run. You find it that with a lot of where we do need to get a Casey as backup here, just easier. You do find that with a lot of like first floor red and black chests. You end up defining your run based on those chests because you'll get an item or a gun that sets the precedent of what you're going to use for the rest of that run. Especially with it being a gun, like if you get, I mean, not all, but a lot of the black and red chest guns are meant for boss killing or built for boss killing. The chests seem to have a decent amount, or at least somewhat decent amount, of a sort of selection between boss killers and room clearers. But the red and black chest especially, is probably the biggest sort of separation of that, where it's got much more boss killing potential. Because obviously boss killing... Dude, stop. Boss killing is the harder part of the game in general. So it caters towards that and really usually solves all of your boss killing problems immediately when you see it. I'm going to use this to take out this guy. Another frame drop there, which is a pain in the ass. I really hope they disappear. Got you. Got you. And there you go, some ammo. I'll take that for Rubidyne yet again. It's going to be best. I mean, last time we came down here, we had the beautiful chamber gun, which is just insane. Which I found out recently, actually, from Apache, that when you've got the chamber gun, if you're holding it when you go down to the next floor, its ammo refills. So you can basically use it every floor without worry. And when it changes mode when going to the next floor, it refills ammo. So that's rather nice. Right, I'm going to get over there and take out that guy. Probably should have done this with the KC, considering it wasn't at range, but it's fine. Calm down, you. The Ashen guys are a pain in the ass. So now we've got something that lights them on red fire and something that lights them on green fire. It's kind of cool, actually. Okay, you need to... Oh, you hit me. You had to, didn't you? God damn it. If you didn't see what happened then, a jammed Pupulon managed to get close enough to hit me. Why did I go into this room? Absolutely dumb-coughed move. What a waste of ammo. Precious, precious ammo. He should be dead. I don't know why these guys are, aren't fire immune. That's never really made sense to me. They literally shoot fire and leave fire when they die, and they are, like, devils. They should be immune to fire. Alright, get you. Get you. I think I can just corner a lot of these into the table here. If we can light them guys on green fire, that really solves the problem with dealing with them, like, growing. Because we can just let the fire do all of that. Like, all you need is a few ticks of damage. It doesn't have to be a specific amount of damage to grow those guys. So it becomes a lot easier to deal with them that way. What? I hate it when Casey does that. Such an annoying bug. Casey should hit in all directions. We get our boys here. There you go. This guy should only take 2. Or maybe even 1. Yeah, I got a second. Aha! I was just thinking, why did I get a second hit then? I'm realizing now. I'm getting the second hits because we've got hip holster. And that's actually affecting Casey. Come on now, dude. That's pretty cheap. So we're able to double hit as we just did there. If we move forward as we hit, we get 2 hits off. Which is quite interesting. Obviously, most enemies don't even survive to tell the tale after the first hit, but we are getting the opportunity with some of the bigger enemies. Come on now. To get double hits and kill them in one. So if there's any enemies that warrant it. Okay, can I stop taking damage now, please? It's getting kind of embarrassing. Bullet hell's not the place for damage. Shot grub. No, no, no. I don't want to deal with shock grubs. Oh! I'm royally ticked off right now. I just keep taking really dumb damage to the most bullshit. Like, one of these spawned on top of me a minute ago. Like, in my opinion, that's not fair. My humble opinion, that is bullshit. Okay, this gun is relatively awful with our spread, but it does do a lot of damage, so yeah. Health is mighty low. I mean, we do have a lot of blanks, which does slightly make up for the fact, but still not that happy about that. I wonder if the size of the enemy being knocked back by the Q bullets affects the damage it does. I am just the worst player at this game right now. God damn, I'm not feeling good about this. I don't want a death here, but I'm not feeling good about bullet hell at all. Oh my god. Just taking so much dumb damage all of a sudden. I was fine for so long. And now it's just beating me up. Right, let's try and use an item that makes a bit more sense here. One that isn't quite as bullshit. I mean, we dealt quite a lot of damage with our beautiful little bullet idol there, but not particularly the damage I want to be dealing, to be honest. That guy killed that guy. I should kill a lot of these in 2 hits, I think. One. Okay. One. Oh my god. I've only done 4. Should be doing this more often. 1, 2, 3, 4. Cool. This should be our room clearer. Okay, there you go. We got to our boss. Let's try and get 3 more. 1, 2, 3. Nope. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god, I'm so bad. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Oh my god. If I can't get 6 this time, I'm giving up. There you go. Right, and then get the laser loaders ready. Right, we gotta be on it this time. We gotta be actually on it because our health is low. We have plenty of blanks. Honestly, I like to preserve those for the second and last phases. I really don't like using them on this phase. But we still have to be very, very careful and aware because we are gonna run out of ammo before the end of this fight. Like, that's guaranteed pretty much. And we have a jammed guy as well. Great. Luckily, we killed him fairly fast. Okay, this guy's going quick, though. Good, good, good. Oh, are you kidding me? That shot. That curve. He bended the bullet. You little shitbag. I think we're okay here. Do you know what? We are okay, because we have the ration. And do you know what? To preserve my sanity, I'm going to use the ration right now. Just to get the extra 2 hearts right away. Just to not worry as much, at least. Okay, I'm getting better at that attack now. I'm certainly happy about. Really can never get better at this one. It is just complete random wigglies. Got hit there. Got hit there. Not a good attack to be getting hit twice against, really, is it? Really not that hard of an attack. That is not a combo I like to see, but I did it. Oh my god, stop with the green wigglies. All wigglies. Getting all of my butt. Right. So, we got a bit of this ammo left. She does some bitch move attacks here. I don't know why, but I always feel like this version of the Lich looks like a she. You see? Bitch mode attacks. God damn. Really just does some of the worst attacks she has. One where there's like the tethers come in from all directions. I mean, the rocket is a terrible attack too. We're out of ammo for that, so let's go with this thing. I'm just going to do that before she combos that into something awful. I don't mind this one, where she does, like, the moving around thing, because it's not that bad. It's the one where she brings them all in from other angles and, like, starts shooting them at you, and they come in at such a speed that you can't really avoid them. This is another one that I don't mind. It's a bit wacky. It's one of my favourite attacks of her, actually, but it's not that hard. It really does depend on... I do to itch. Oh, my God. It really does depend on how much she moves. But for the most part, it's not too bad. And there you go, we got the kill. Was looking like a death towards the end there. It really was. We were getting a bit close. A bit hairy. But we did it. We managed to get another win. Another win locked down and ready to go. Why does LAMEY roll so slowly? And she's like flying away. It's funny. Got some good items there, though. I really like the fact they've got the laser alerts and able to, like, just showcase its boss killing potential. It's not an item that I get that often. I've probably only had it, like, 20 times on the entirety of my playthroughs on YouTube, so it's quite a rare weapon. But it does have some truly good power. I think we've had a few opportunities, well, it's not opportunities, really, more just situations where we've been hurt by it because we've, like, placed down some water and it electrifies the water but doesn't give you electric immunity. Almost every gun or item in the game that electrifies water also gives you immunity, and that doesn't, and that kind of screwed us over. But either way, I hope you guys have enjoyed this episode. I've had a good time here, and I hope you guys have too, and I will see you guys in the next one.